Greetings, YouTube. Happy Saturday. Happy to those of you who are watching this at New York City Comic Con. We've been waiting for a historic offer since the New York Comic Con event started, and for the most part, it's been historically that of a letdown. Certainly, I didn't know what to say to people who messaged me yesterday. I'm like, hey, prof, I got a 5-star Venom pool for $80. It's like, hey, congrats, I think, but not really. Probably should save that $80 for something better. And then today's offer rolled around, and some of those people, especially those who spent $80 on 2 4-star Venom pools, have to be looking at this offer and just saying, son of a, what. Let's talk about today's offer because it is the first 6-star Crystal Shard bundle that we have ever seen in the game, and that is historically significant. Now, for those of you who don't have any 6-star hero Crystal Shards, you might think, well, it's going to be a long time before I form one. And that's true. There are very limited ways to get 6-star hero Crystal Shards right now, unless you grind the 5-star featured arena, or you do the monthly uncollected / epic events, and then, of course, you've got things like the higher tiers of Alliance War, but a lot of people are still just trying to rank up their 4 stars and maybe get some rank 2 to rank 3 5 stars. So, this is one of those videos that I want to start off by saying 2,000 6-star hero Crystal Shards is way more than 2,000 tier 5 basic shards that you can see, because there's really no way like tier 5 basic shards to get them easily. Tier 5 basic shards, the thing about them is you can just sell your tier 4 basics like I do constantly and rack up those tier 5 basic shards pretty fast. But it's not like you can do much besides wait, because you can't even sell 5-star heroes if you wanted 6-star shards. The game doesn't let you, and I would never ever recommend you do that anyway. And then besides that, you get 7,200 tier 2 Alpha Catalyst fragments, which, yeah, it'd be nice if they gave us more, but 7,200 is a fair amount. I don't think it's a great amount, but I also don't think it's a terrible amount. It's not like it's 1,800 tier 2 Alpha Catalyst fragments, but ideally I would have loved something like 18,000 and given us half of a tier 2 Alpha. I want to say this about what I just talked about with the people who don't have 6 stars yet, because you really want to consider buying this and just hoarding those 2,000 shards, because it's going to save you so much. A 6-star, I don't care if it's a Deadpool X-Force, is going to be so powerful, so fast for you. They're going to be essentially a little bit better than a lot of rank 4 5 stars, and that is amazing. I have been shocked by how great my 6 stars have. My Nightcrawler as a 6-star is unbelievably awesome, and I never was a Nightcrawler fan until I pulled him as a 6-star. It's also worth noting, 500,000 gold, I'd probably value that at like 15 bucks. And then 3 greater champion boosts, which you know I love. I value those at 300 units apiece, or 900 units total. So 900 units, if you were to want to get those rare champion boosts, would be about 30 bucks. So 30 plus plus another 10, 40, and then I'll average the tier 2 alphas at I don't know, at most 10 bucks. So you're paying 50 bucks of value, $50 to $60 of value, depending on how you rank everything else, for 1/5 of a 6-star. I think that's fair. I'm not saying that this is like July 4th level sell your house, but then again, it's really unfair to compare anything else to July 4th, because you just are never going to get those deals. And what makes those deals especially amazing is that you also get the units with it. And of course, deals like this, you don't get the 3,100 units. You get this in place of the price of an Odin. So I'm going to give this a solid B. Some people might argue it's worse. Some people might argue it's better. But considering this is now the bar of 6-star hero Crystal Shard offers, I think it's an extremely fair evaluation. And I'm very curious to hear what the community thinks. So please comment below and let me know if you're going to go for this. If you don't think you're going to get 6 stars for a really long time, but somehow you've got the money, I do think it's worth hoarding. It's also worth hoarding those greater champion boosts, because they last such a good amount of time, a whole hour, for plus 30% attack and defense. We also have, 1 war left in the month, so if you need better boosts to help your alliance get over the top in the next Alliance War, you might want to consider getting this just for the boosts. And so yeah, I'm pretty pumped up about that, and I look forward to hearing what people think and just discussing kind of the pros and cons of this kind of deal. We've been waiting forever, right? Well, actually, I guess technically since February, for 6 stars to be introduced in a cash offer, and now we have them. So Kabam, good job on actually giving us something to be hyped up about during New York City Comic Con, and once again, Everybody who's watching this there, have fun. Thank you for your continued support of my MCFC channel.